Well, hello and welcome to a Kooky corner of YouTube. I have managed to sit at my desk with the full blaring sun because I've got a new blind. Yay! I can still see little patches of it, but it's not as bad. So, although I love the sunshine, it always comes at an inconvenient moment when I need to talk to you, my friends. And so, blind is down. Probably for the first time in the sunshine. I've had it up for about a couple of weeks or so, and it's lovely. It's beautiful just to be able to sit here and still continue with talking to you and also making art. Anyway, by the by, I'm back here with a kind of a pre-Christmas art haul. These are things that I bought with some of the Christmas money that I got, and I've just got around to opening them because it's been a busy couple of weeks. And excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat. And yes, this is what I'm going to show you today. So the first thing that I was going to show you, which I promised to show you, are these. Let me just take you up a little, excuse my hand. These are the Faber-Castell Albrecht Dürer watercolour markers. I think I told you about the one that I already had. I think I've got one or two actually. I've got a blue one, I think, of these as well. It's dropping everything all over the floor. And I was so impressed with this and I took it away. I thought I'm going to actually invest in a set of these with some of my Christmas money. And so that is what I have done. So yeah, they're the Faber-Castell Albrecht Dürer watercolour markers, and there are 30 in the set. And so let's crack them open. I think I might have to take you up a little further. How's that? So we've got a box, we've got a little leaflet. The little leaflet, let me just see if I've got you in shot there. Yeah, I have, just. Little leaflet obviously tells you all the different colours, and this is the 30 set, and you can get smaller sets. Obviously there are different set sizes you can get, but I went for this one because there was a superb offer on at Cass Art. It was their January sale kind of thing, and so I thought that was the best. I shopped around and that was the best offer at the time in the UK, that is. Sorry guys abroad, I haven't looked abroad to see where you could get yours if you're in the US or anywhere else you may be, but they will be available, I'm sure. So yes, look at these beauties. I just look it's the colorist in me. I open this and I see all these beautiful colors and I think, yes, this is awesome. So I think there's 3 layers. There are. So we've got on the bottom layer here, you've got all your browns and greys. Then you've got greens and blues, and then the top layer is like purple, pink, you know, the warmish colours on the top here. And this one is beige red, which is a nice skin tone colour, maybe, if that's what you were looking for. But I am so happy and glad to have these. I will do a swatch of them at some point. But yeah, 30 in the set, Faber-Castell Beauteous watercolour markers, and I'll do a swatch of those in a short while. Forgot to put my leaflet back in. I'm going to lose it. Anyway, next thing is also Faber-Castell. It is the Pitt Artist Jewel Markers. Now, they did these chunky boys before, but they were only small ones. Let me see, hold on, I'll be back in one tick and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Okay, I'm back. So these are the ones I'm comparing them to. These I don't think you can get any longer apart from in very few colours, and I think they did it in a white and black, that you can get the Pitt Artist pen in the big sizes. So let's have a look at this one. Oh no, not that one. Let's have a look at this one, for example. So it's the Pitt Artist Big Brush, and they don't do these anymore as far as I know. If you know differently, let me know, but as far as I know, you can't find these anywhere else. Me and my daughter collected a set of these. I think I bought a couple. She bought more of them when she was at uni, because she went to an art uni, so they had like an art shop very close by, and she bought a few more of these and they were on offer, and I think that's because they were selling them off. I just wanted to compare the sizes and see the difference between them, because they brought out these Pitt Artist pen dual markers, which have got like a brush nib on one side and a smaller liner on the other side. So let's have a look, shall we? This is just a 5 set, because I wanted to see what they were like, and these were also on a very decent offer from Cass Art again. And I'm just wanting to compare. So they are completely different. They are more in line with what I would say the Albrecht Dürer pens were. So yeah, let's have a look. Yes. So the top one is an Albrecht Dürer watercolour marker, and the bottom one is the Pitt Artist Pen Dual marker. So I think they have used a similar method for these in order to produce the dual marker. Kind of makes sense, I suppose. Let's have a look. So these are a little fatter. Put that one down. These are a little fatter, and let's have a look at the tips. So if that's going to be the brush tip, so this will only have a brush tip on this one. Let's see what the sizes are like. Okay, yeah, pretty much the same. I think that one could be slightly longer, but it could just be that it's further, that one's further down in the barrel. I don't know, but they're looking about the same. So if you were mourning the loss of these, as I and my daughter were, they don't have them in all the colours. I think there's about 30, like they have the Albrecht Dürer watercolour pens. I think these are in about 30 sets as well. Again, I'm not sure on that, don't quote me, but I think from looking at what I saw on Cass Art, these come in 30 as a main set, I do believe. So yes, so got those to try and see, because I excitedly texted my daughter and said, hey, I think I found a replacement. So she's tried them and really likes them. She just tested them out on a piece of paper when I brought them in. So if you again were looking for some of the thicker markers in the Pitt Artist, which is the India ink version, these are these, and the Albrecht Dürers in the same size are now the watercolour markers, which are water soluble. These are not water soluble, just saying that now. Right, so I'll pop that away, and I will move on to the next thing in this little après-Christmas haul, and we'll have a look at that. Yeah, I think this is the leaflet. Just found this on my desk and thought, why did I not show that to the lovely people? So yeah, they come in sets of 5, 10, 20 and 30. This is the dual markers. And you can also buy them open stock as well, which is a useful thing to know. Right, next thing is something that I wanted for a while, and they put it on such a good price at Cass Art, I could not resist it. And it's the Caran D'Ache Bicolor watercolor pencils, or water soluble, should I say, pencils, the prismalo ones. I've wanted these for my travel kit for a while, mainly because of space and also how they're contained in this beautiful little kit, and you get a little water brush with them as well. They are limited edition. I don't know how long they're going to keep them on for, but they've got this beautiful tin, nice golden tin, Caran D'Ache on it, and some protective foam that goes over the top, and then you're into the pencils, which are double-ended. So you know of my love for my pencil, this one here. This one, which is the Caran D'Ache Bicolour 999, which is a red and a blue, and I use this for sketching so often and didn't realise it was water soluble until today. Yeah, so there's that one. This one isn't in this kit, these are different ones. So we've got the number 5 watercolour brush, which looks quite nice. It's still nice and stiff, so it needs a stiffener washing out of it, but it's a nice brush. I've got one of these in their fan colour set and I'm really impressed with how they work, so that's nice. And then you have all these beautiful colours, so you've got like 2 layers of double-ended pencils, so you've got 12 pencils in all, which makes a grand total of 24 different colours, which I think is ample for taking out with you. So yeah, they don't have the red and blue one in here. That's fine. I've got about 5 of these already. I bought one for each of my little kits that I have. But you do have a gold and silver. I don't think these are aquarellable or water soluble, but we'll try them later. So you got a nice set of pencils, and both sides will complement each other as well, and you've got all of the range covered in there. You've even got a black and white one there, which is quite handy. So white one side, black the other side, and then say, is it 10 pencils of a different colour on either side, and the colours are really nice. I really like all the colours in here, and they will be very, very handy if I'm out and about to use. And I could actually just take this set and the water brush and maybe an inking pen and I'm done, and obviously something to draw on. But as a simple kit to take out with you, just like you could just literally just take this tin and you're away. So super happy with that, and we will swatch those out as well. On the bottom of the tin there is also padding, because I know if you're anything like me you would worry about breakage. Well, with this I don't think you have to, because you've also got, once they're all fitted in, and I think the 6 go on the bottom there, if I remember correctly, and then the rest of them go on the top. Put them back into focus, and then your brush sits in there really nicely, and then this sits on top of there to stop them from rattling around, and it's really snug, I have to say. Goes on there, see, giving them a shake you wouldn't know there was pencils in there at all. So that's a really, really good kit. Put that back on there. So that's another one of the things. What else was there that I wanted to show you? Oh, the next one is a book. I don't know if you saw this over the holiday period, but Disney sent straight to their own channel the Strange World film, which I loved. There's been a lot of people saying they didn't really like it, they weren't keen on it. I actually adored it. I thought it was great fun, and both me and my daughter loved the artwork, the art style and everything. And if you haven't seen it, you know, go and give it a watch, see what you think. I love Disney films. Last year it was Encanto, which I adore, and also I think we bought the book for that as well, because we like to get the art of books. We've done it with a lot of films that we've really liked and enjoyed, and it's nice to see how the artist envisioned different characters. So let me see if this will go around. Yes, it will. So I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but literally it is like the drawings, the ideas for colour. And again, if you are interested in things like this, they've even got the alphabet. Apollonians are very diverse in terms of racial background, body type, gender and identity. And this is what it says here. And they wanted to reflect the harsh environment and the different things that they were, and they also developed them a written language, which they've actually put a copy of it there. It's really cool. I love all the designs for all the characters, all the background characters. Colours in this are awesome. Also, it's got a dog in it, which is always a big plus for me. So there he is, that beautiful doggo there. And yeah, it's how they develop the characters. So if you are an artist and you like to draw characters, or you want to do some character designing, then having a look at the Disney Art of books is a really good entry into getting inside the mind of the illustrator. Also some fantastic artwork in here, have to say. And as I say, they tend to bring one out for every film that they do. And although I wouldn't buy all of them, it is nice to get ones that I'm superbly interested in. Like the colours in this are they just sing to me. It's just so nice. So this is one that I've not actually had a full look through, because this only arrived, well, I got back last night and it was waiting for me in the house. So here's Legend, the dog. Look at him. He's a three-legged dog. Bless his heart. And it went through all the different iterations here of what they wanted him to look like. But yeah, that was another one that I had on my Christmas list. And then I have decided this year that I'm going to be much more frugal with my book buying. I'm going to try and get books that I'm interested in from the local library. To that end, this is not a present or a purchase. It is a library book, and it's on one of my favourite illustrators, Maurice Sendak. Look at this beauty. So if you didn't know, Maurice Sendak is the illustrator and writer, I think, of Where the Wild Things Are. And these are his beautiful drawings of the monsters from that. It's just so cool. There's a lot of interviews in this one about people who knew him and all the influences that he had as well. But there is a lot of drawings by Maurice. So look at this. This one is pen and ink line and watercolour. And you can learn a lot really from illustrators that you like. Obviously, this is one of my favourites, but trying to pick up an art book by them. And as I say, if you check in your local library, there is a wealth of information there. I mean, if you find that you want to actually really keep a book, then that's the time you go searching to see if you can find your own copy. But if you just want to look at this is just purely awesome. The line and detail in these huge pictures, you can actually see how they have created things, and this is what I find fascinating. So yeah, if you have an artist that you're interested in and you can grab a book from your local library, I think to reserve them at our local library, it is £1 just to reserve it, and you've got it for 3 weeks, in which time you can sort of peruse it and look through it. And then if you desperately need to own it, then you can go and see if you can search one down anywhere. But yes, illustrator books, thumbs up from me. I love them so much. Anyway, I'm going to go on to something different now, which is at Birbfest. Is it? Birbfest, yes, Birbfest. So this is what I'm going to show you next. I'll show you where I got to last time and what I've done since. So this is where we got to, and this was my Nankeen Night Heron, and I asked you about the background, and a few people said just leave it as it is. Well, you know me, I can't leave I can't leave things as they are. And someone said, yeah, just put a simple background. So I gave him a little simple circular background, and then just went in there with a bit of gouache, watered down gouache at the back, and some pencil over the top, and that's what I did to finish him off. And I did promise I'd show him on the last video. So from henceforward we have the Nande parakeet. I think he's quite cute. I love him. And I gave him a few hearts because I did love him so much. So he is again watered down gouache, pencil and ink over the top for that one, and just simple plain white flash paint background for that. Day 14 was the red wattled lapwing, and he's got some, like, somebody said, commented and said, looks like lollipops. It reminds me of lollipops in the background, and yes, it does. It's one of my lollipop style designs that I sometimes do when I'm doing doodles. But he was again with I think it was the gouache, the fan colour gouache, and then I think that background was just pen. So that was just a paint pen background, and then paint pen over the top with some little swirls, and then obviously we've got some more pencil on top of there as well. Day 15 was the indigo bunting, and I went to town with him, and then I did him a taupe background, which I didn't really like. So when I posted this on Instagram, I kind of altered up the colours a little bit on the background just to make him stand out a bit, because it came out a lot darker than I expected. But I still love him. I still give him love. And then the one I posted today, or it will be yesterday for you because this is coming out the day after I do it, is the Baikal teal. I'm really proud of him. I love how he turned out, and he is done in, I think I did Gansai Tambi, my Gansai Tambi watercolours, then with some ink over the top and also pencil, and then this background is just a paint pen background for this one. So we're going to do the next one now, and I'm going to show you which one it's going to be. So let's have a look in the back of my list. So we're going to have a look at the Californian condor. Oh yes, we are. And he looks to be a formidable character. You should go and Google the Californian condor. And to me, I would say he is the Robert Smith of the bird world. And that is a compliment because I love Robert Smith. If you don't know who Robert Smith is, he's the lead singer of The Cure. And this guy, I don't know, it just kind of reminds me of him. Anyway, I'm going to cut to a little video of me drawing the Californian condor. So there he is, Robert Smith. I mean, the Californian condor. I just love his feathers. His feathers it just looks like he's wearing some kind of feather boa, and it just reminds me of Robert Smith's hair for some reason. Sorry, Robert, but you know, a Californian condor he's got beautiful feathers, so that is a compliment from me, honestly. And I do love Robert Smith. And now I love this guy. I think he's in danger of becoming extinct, which is so sad, because he's such a beauty. I mean, look at the colours on his face. I mean, this is from an actual photograph, and beautiful, just a beautiful bird. And he's huge, apparently, absolutely gigantic. But go and search him up, have a look, Google your Californian condor, and then you'll see what I mean. There are a lot of pictures of him around to look at. Anyway, that's it from me, until later on this week, where I'll have something else to show you. I will be swatching out those pens probably at some point, probably next time I see you maybe, but I might include it with something else, including a piece of artwork that I'm going to do. But yeah, I will swatch out the Pitt Artist Dual Pens, the Caran D'Ache bicolour prismalos, and the other one, which is my Albrecht Dürer watercolour markers. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget, if you like it, thumbs up please. Send me a comment. Have you tried any of the things that I showed you? If you wanted to borrow a book from the library, what would be the book that you would choose? Is there an illustrator or an artist where you'd like to see their work? So tell me about that. Do you do that? Is that's something you do? Because I'm going to be doing it from now on for quite a while now, because I find it's sometimes a lot to pay out for one of these books. They generally tend to come about £20, £25, £30 sometimes, so it's a big expense to pay out if you're not sure you really want the book. So the library is the way forward. So yes, like, subscribe, send me some comments, let me know how you are getting on this year so far. Always happy to have a little chat with you. See you soon. Bye for now.